QVC price of $28.85. And this is the time to save when you get these things on a clearance price. It's $21.36 for this set. You get the mop, you get 2 mop heads, and you get the bucket for $21.36, I believe, or easy pay of $5.34. But I'm going to give you the reasons why we call this super. Now, this is a PVA mop head. This is a special sponge. It's not a regular cellulose sponge. You can't mistake this for a regular sponge. It's a polymer compound made up of millions of tiny little holes and pockets that collect and trap dirt and liquid, and it doesn't let it go unless you saturate this with water. Now, you could use this in the kitchen sink, or you could use the included bucket. And I'm going to switch to my camera here because I have a vinyl floor that I'm going to actually pour a little bit of soda, or should I say a lot of soda. I also have some iced tea or some soft drink here. And this is going to be a very interesting demonstration. And I have to get through this before my wife gets home, because if she sees me with this mess, I think I'll be in the doghouse. That's a little bit of spice. That's like salt and pepper and some other spices that you might drop when you're cooking. And to make it really hard, there's a little bit of soy sauce. Now, huge mess. We're going to make it worse. I'm stepping in this on purpose, okay? Let's smear it around. This is a lot of liquid. I got dirt from my backyard. I'm stepping on some soil. I want to make those puppy dog prints. I want to make those scuff marks and those smear marks. This is a huge, incredible mess. Take a look at my mop head before I begin. Look at those ridges. When you go over your floors, it doesn't matter what the material of the floor is. Doesn't matter if it's linoleum, hardwood, vinyl. It picks it up and it holds it until you wring it out. So now when you go over your floors, you're just going to use this mop to not only sweep and mop, but it works like a vacuum. Now, I understand that there's, dirt and sand and spices here. How else would you pick up a mess like this? You need something that's really super absorbent. Now, I got a little bit of mess left over, so my mop head seems to be saturated, but look at that dirt that it collected. Now, you could bring that to your sink or bring it right over to your bucket. And when that mop head gets saturated, it opens up and it releases all the dirt. When you pull down on this handle, it squeezes out the dust, the dirt, the soy sauce, whatever you picked up. There's 5 rolls in here. All you do is just easily bring that down, and now you have yourself another clean mop head for the next project. Now, just to do a good job, I'm letting this flow around my floor, and I'm getting the rest of whatever I missed. And once I go over my floor, if I have any left over, I can sweep that up. No problem at all. Now, you do get 3 colors to pick from. On the end here, I have this beautiful lime green, which I know is limited. I know we have only a few more. 2 dozen left of the lime green. So if you like that, definitely pick that up. This is a pretty teal, and then you have the red. And each of them come with 2 mop heads. Now, these mop heads are not normal mop heads. They can dry rock hard because they're made of that PVA. All you need to do is wet it, and it becomes soft again. Now, I have a dirty, filthy mop head. I'm just going to dunk it in here to get it clean for my next demonstration. You click, you flick, and you wring it out. That's vinyl. How about hardwood floors? How about water-sensitive floors? This is powder. Oh, okay, we got the beer. So now you can see that it's going over those hardwood floors. You see how it just picks that up really nicely? And you can get right behind those hard-to-reach areas. Underneath the kitchen sink, not a problem. Get those crumbs, get all that dirt. Now, there you see the pet hair and all the dirt on there. As soon as it gets saturated, it releases the dirt, you wring it out, and you're good to go. That's what I call my one finger action. It looks like a big finger right along the baseboards, along the tile, any surface is okay. And the wringer doubles as a stand. So you can use it as a stand as well. Now, I put a little bit of powder on this hardwood floor here to simulate dust. And I'm going to put a little bit of pet hair because this is the ultimate mop if you have pet. Now, that's real pet hair, but just let it glide along the floor. Let it pick up that pet hair. Let it pick up that powder or that dust or that pollen. And you could see, again, how it holds and traps the dirt. Now, I'm just going to bring my little bucket over. And by the way, this floor is dry. It dries quickly because it's so absorbent. Saturate it, click, flick, and you wring it out, and you're back to a brand new mop head. With tile, it works equally impressive. This is caked on, baked on brown gravy. you could see how stuck that is on there with this tissue. But with the PVA mop head, this is going to cut through the grease and the grime. And when I say grease, you could even use, look at right in the grout line, no problems at all with grout. You could pick up butter and grease. It's impervious to grease and oil. And look how it holds and traps and collects all that dirt right onto that mop head. So you put it in the bucket, you let it saturate, or you wring it under the sink. You bring it to the side until you hear that click. You give it a little flick, then you pull down on this handle and it squeezes out all the liquid just like that. This wringer doubles as a stand. So you could actually put it maybe behind a doorway or next to the refrigerator. Very easy to store. Taking the mop head off, very easy. It has a little button on the bottom. You pop that off. You do get 2 of them. If you need extra, I know they have them on QVC.com, and it works the same way over and over again. Now, you never see a mop do a demonstration. I'm going to pull it next to me so the camera could see a little better. This is a rug. Do you have a pet? Do you have children that maybe dropped a glass of wine? This is a real rug. I put a little bit of iced tea or something there. Now, when you go over your rugs, if you have a spill, let that powerful vacuum action go to work for you. When I spill this on the rug, I forgot to mention that it was up to that white line. So the purpose of this demonstration is to show you when I wring it out, click, flick, let's see if it gets that entire cup of water that I had there. I'm just gonna go back over it again just to show you how we can suck that up. You know, if the kids spill something, or if you have a nervous puppy dog, it even works on the rugs. I forgot to show you where we started, but you could take my word for it. We started at that white line and went back on that white line. So it's great on any surface, even the rug. When you go over your floors, there's one thing that I want to show. Again, a little bit of soda. You slide it through, you put it into the T position. You see it clicks 180 degrees. You can really put it in any direction you want. You could go right along those baseboards. You could go along even ceilings and windows and any other surface. Just let the mop go for you. Now, the colors again, we got lime green on the end here. That's a really fun color. A dozen left. If you like that, this is the time to get it. You got the teal in the middle. You get the 2 mop heads with each set, and you get the bucket, and you have the red. So pick which color you like. They all work the same. I appreciate you looking. And if you have any questions, we're gonna move it over to Scott and see what Scott got to offer us today. How you doing, Scott?
John, good to see you again, man. Love those PVA mops. I own one and they work really, really well, man, especially on tile. Good seeing you. Be good, my friend. So what we have here is we're getting towards the end of summer, but you know what? It is still blazing hot outside. So we're about halfway through August. And we got September, October to go, but we have